Cek. Check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Check 1 2 3 4 5. Louder or no?
So today we will see our friends' presentations. Shiraz, the title is How Video Tutorials Affect Students' Understanding of Basic Mixed Materials Art Technique. Materials, okay. So in here we have the first advisors, which is Mr. Rio, second advisor Mr. Fier, and the examiner Mr. Yogi. Oh, examiner Mr. Fier, okay. So without any further ado, please welcome Shiraz.
Good morning, advisors and audience. My name is Aski Aden Siras. I'm from grade 9B, and I will be presenting you about my presentation, how video tutorial affects students' understanding of basic mixed martial art techniques.
Please welcome Shiraz.
So this is a table of contents. Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Literature Review, Chapter 3, Methodology, Chapter 4, Result, and Chapter 5, Conclusion. Chapter 1, Introduction. This is the points that are important in introduction. First, the researcher, which is me, is making a tutorial to make students more aware about MMA. And the second point is to find out how video tutorial affects student understanding of basic mixed martial art techniques. Research questions. From the background, the researcher found one question: how to make an edited video of the basics of MMA. Chapter 2, Literature Review. The first point, the first important part is MMA is a hybrid combat sport incorporating techniques from boxing, wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu, karate, muay thai, which is Thai boxing, and other disciplines. Number 2 is mixed martial art is thought to date back to the ancient Olympic Games in 648 BCE. And number 3, the benefits of MMA is that MMA can improve your health exponentially. Chapter 3, Methodology. The subject of this research is how video tutorial affects student understanding of basic mixed martial arts techniques. And this is how to do it. Number 1, set a goal on what your tutorial wants to affect. 2, write and prepare a script. 3, record an audio narration of you reading your script. 4, record the video. 5, edit the video. And 6, upload the video. Chapter 4, result. The process of making the video are creating a goal, script writing, record your audio, record your video, edit your video, then upload your video to any website you want. I chose YouTube. To know how effective my video was, I put up a Google form with some questions and only 7 people responded to the form, but all of them were positive. This is the video. Yeah, this is the video.
Hello, my name is Siras. I am from grade 9B and I will show you how to do this. Hello, my name is Siras. I am from grade 9B and I will be showing you how to do the basics of MMA. 1. Striking. Striking can be categorized as punching, kicking, elbowing, and kneeing. Let's break striking down to subsections. 1. Punching. There are multiple different punches in MMA, but I will be explaining the 4 simple punches in MMA. The first and basic punch is the jab. The jab is a punch with your non-lead arm. For example, mine is my left arm, where you rotate your waist then shoulder while turning your elbow while punching through 2 knuckles. There are multiple of different types of jab. But the one I explained is the basic one. Second, the cross. The cross is a punch using your left arm. For example, my left arm is my right arm. The cross is a punch where you turn your foot in while turning your waist. While at the same time, then you want to turn your shoulder while rotating your elbow, then punch. Third, the hook. The hook is one of the most powerful punches in MMA and can be used by both of your arms. To do the hook, you need to hold your arm, then swing it horizontally towards your opponent. If you're using your right, make sure to turn your foot in to increase the power of the punch. Fourth, the uppercut. The uppercut is also a punch you can do with both of your arms. To do the uppercut, you need to load your arm and swing it vertically up to the chin of your opponent. If you're using your right arm, turn your foot in to increase the power of the punch. Number 2, kicks. There are many kicks in MMA, but I will tell you the 3 basic kicks in MMA. First and second, the front and snap kick. The snap kick and the front kick is the same. The difference is how you do it. To do the snap kick, you need to chamber your kick by lifting your knee up, then whip your leg forwards to your opponent, then put it down back on the ground. To do the front kick, you need to do the same thing, but instead of whipping your leg, you push it forwards. Third, the roundhouse. To do the roundhouse, you need to step your front foot slightly upward and pivot your toes away from your opponent. Then lift your knee to the side while leaning your body slightly backward. Then turn your toes outward while whipping your waist and combining it with your leg, then kick. Now, I'm gonna combine this section with 2 more striking methods, the knee and the elbow. Since to do them you need quite similar processes. So get your opponent close to you, then either lift your knee to the body or load your elbow back, then strike. 2. Grappling. Grappling can be categorized as taking down your opponent without hitting them. We're teaching you 2 basic takedowns, which are the single leg and the double leg takedowns. To do these 2 takedowns, you need to move your back leg slightly back, which will give you more momentum for the takedown, then lower your body and legs and until your front knee hits the ground. Then launch yourself forwards, either grabbing one leg or both legs, you choose. For the double legs, you need to lift one leg up while pushing the other leg to the right. For the single leg, you need to lift your opponent up, then go down. Number 2, locks and chokes. I will be teaching you one of each, the rear naked choke and the armbar. To do the rear naked choke, you need to be behind your opponent, then put your arm in front of your opponent's neck while holding your other shoulder. Then you put your other arm to the back of your opponent's neck while touching the other shoulder. Then push both your arms into each other to complete the choke. The armbar. To do the armbar, you need to get one of your opponent's arm and put it in between your legs while having your legs over your opponent's body and head. Then lift your waist up to complete the lock. Number 3, defenses. I will teach you how to defend against the lock, choke, takedowns, and strikes I taught you. The sprawl is a defense against the double leg and the single leg takedowns. To do the sprawl, you need to send both your legs up while also going back, while having your whole body weight on the opponent's shoulder and back, while also holding your opponent's shoulder with your hands. To defend against the RNC is to send your neck down so your jaw would be choked instead. Then try to get one of your hands on your neck so that it leaves a gap that you can escape from. To defend against the armbar, you need to put both of your hands into an S grip to make it harder for your opponent to armbar you. To defend against strikes, I will teach you how to slip. To do the slip, you need to either move your body to the left or to the right. If you're moving to the left, you need to lift your right foot up for extra flexibility. Thank you everyone for watching and listening to this video. I hope you can find this video helpful in some ways, so thank you for watching this video. To defend against strikes, I will teach you how to slip. To do the slip, you need to either move your body to the left or to the right.
From what the correspondent answers, the researcher can determine the respondents enjoyed the video and think the video is quite good. And most of the correspondents became interested in MMA, while only a few were not. Out of 7 students, 7 said the video was good, while only 6 out of 7 said they were interested in learning more. The researcher can determine the respondents enjoyed the video and chapter 5, conclusion and suggestion. The conclusion is from the research. The researchers concluded that many did learn a lot from the video of the tutorial, and that the researcher made, and thus many of the students that watched the video learn from the video and know the basic techniques of MMA. And the suggestion is for future researchers, it is advised to learn how to edit and study the material of the paper you're making and write a comprehensible script for you to read when recording the audio. Thank you everyone for listening to my presentation.
Okay, great job, Shiraz. Now it's time for Q&A session, starting from Mr. Yogi. Mr. Rio.
Hello, good morning, Siraj.
Good morning.
Do you practice MMA seriously or
I
join the club?
I do. I practice it seriously because I became a martial artist because I want to win competitions.
Or do you join the competition?
Yeah, I want to join competition. That's why I joined martial arts.
Oh. Yeah, I just want to comment in your video. I think in your video you need help others, ya, misalnya friends, or especially when you make a tutorial in grappling. So in your video, when you in grappling in cek. Ya, kamu bisa tambah satu orang lagi di dalam video itu untuk kamu benar-benar nunjukin grapplingnya itu seperti ini, kunciannya seperti ini. Atau kamu juga boleh, tadi kan ada beberapa ilustrasi videonya kan, tapi itu lebih baik lagi kalau kamu yang memang melakukan, karena kan kamu saya MMA-nya. Nah, begitu juga gerakan-gerakan lainnya. Mungkin Siraj bisa diperbaiki lagi agar lebih menarik lagi. Tambahin aja kayak ilustrasinya. Tadi kan saat kayak striking dan kickingnya itu masih hanya kelihatan kakinya doang gitu kan, nggak ngelihat ke mana arah gerakannya. Nah, nanti videonya setelah ini Siraj tambah sedikit aja yang bagian itu. Gitu. Thank you, that's all for me. Next, Mr. Fier.
Alright, thank you. Hi Suras, how are you doing today?
Yes,
Good? You're doing good?
I'm good.
Okay, give me the number, 1 until 10. So, what do you think about your presentation and also your paper?
Me personally, I think of my
Just speak up. Speak.
check. That's me personally. I think my presentation was a 5 because I want to make it simple, so it is easy for me to present it and for the audience to understand. I think my paper was a 7 because I put a lot of time and research on the paper.
Okay, so are you proud of your work?
Yes, I am very proud.
Okay, but you point. So that you only scored is enough for you then.
Yeah, 7 is enough for me.
Enough?
Yeah.
All right. See. Yeah, means that if 7 is enough for you, then Mr. Fair will give you 7 then. Is it okay?
Yes, it is okay for me.
Okay, students, serious. When we do something, we do our best. All right, okay. But in your opinion, can you do much better than this?
I can.
You can, right? 7 is not good score. Okay, but if you want to get higher score, 8, 9, or 10, means that more effort that you should have. Okay, but I
Okay.
do appreciate from what you did. Okay, okay. Before Mr. Fair talk this and that. So what's the problem actually? Yeah, so that made you decided to choose to make this research. So what's the problem here?
The problem, maksudnya apa, sir?
Yeah, we are making a research, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we are making a research, there should be problem, right? Okay. If there's no problem, we cannot do any research, right? Okay, because research is used to check and also to find the solutions of the problem. Okay. So now, what's the problem of your research then?
The problem is that there are many con artists in the martial art community, and many of the students in TMI doesn't really know how to do martial arts. So I want to see how it will affect them.
Okay, good. Thank you. So I underline the second point. You said that many of students in Tunas in Indonesia, they do not know about martial art. Show me which paper that stated that one, and where is the data? Which page? Open your paper, which page? Show to Mr. Fia. It should be in the first chapter. It's a statement that you wrote. The problem is Tunas Mekar Indonesia junior high school students do not know about martial art. Which page is there? Is there or not?
Not in chapter 1, but I remember writing it. But I think it's in other chapter.
Yeah, okay, because in page 3, you see, page 3. Page 3. You just wrote there, in TMI, little to no one knows MMA, yeah?
Yeah.
Only the statement. But my question is, how come you wrote this? Where's the data? Is that the data? Is there the data to state that in Tunas Mekar Indonesia, not many of students know about MMA?
No.
No. So, your statement is valid or not? No. Right? Okay, so Siras must learn about that one. So, first thing that you have to do is, you must put or have the data at least that stated, yes, correct. Tunas Mekar Junior High School, they do not know about MMA. Yeah, you can come to your friends, yeah, find them, interview them, or use Google Form and others. And then you share the data, and then you make the one paragraph. From the data, it shows that, yes, students' understanding is not that good about martial arts. Okay, if you do not state that one, it's not clear then why you do this one. Clear? Okay, take a note then, yeah? Seconds, open your page 4. Okay, read the research questions there. What's the research questions?
How to make an edited video of the basics of MMA.
How to make, okay, the video. You read the research purpose.
To find out how video tutorial affects student understanding of basic mixed martial art techniques.
Okay, to find out how video tutorial affects blah blah blah. The purpose is to find the effects, yeah, of the students' understanding, right? But your research question is only how to make. So we do not need to check the effects of the students' understanding then. If your research question is only that one. You got what I mean? So you add the second research question for that one. Yeah, how the video affects the students' understanding about blah blah blah. Clear? Yeah? Okay, good. Next. Chapter 2. You can check in chapter 2. The point you are making the video, right? Okay. But is there any statement here or the theory that state how to make a very good video? Except this one, you already wrote here the process of making the tutorial. Pre-productions, productions, and also post-productions, right? Okay, but my questions, actually to make a good video of MMA, how is it? I mean, start from the, what is that, warming up? And then after that, the core activity, yeah, and then the closing, the cooling down. Is there any, is that needed or not for that one? Or someone, if they want to do martial art, just do directly to the core one.
Well, yeah, you can do the core one, but warming up will lessen the risk of cramps.
Yeah, but this is needed, right? So if you want to show a good video, tutorial video, so make it complete then. Yeah, so start from the warming up, the core agenda, activities, and then the cooling down. Yeah, so someone who watches the video will feel, wow, that's right, that's good. Okay, so Mr. Fair wants you to add that points and then edit the video for that one. Yeah, add a bit for the, what is that, the opening and others. And then in chapter 2 also, please use expert theory. Ada nggak di situ? Is there any expert theory there? From expert, any expert here? Or you just take from the internet, article and others?
Yeah, from Karen Swanson from TechSmith.
Where is it? What page is that?
Bibliography.
Okay, but in the, what's it, bibliography, but in the chapter 2, I don't know where's the place. Yeah, means it should be stated well there. Okay, so that I know, oh, this paragraph belongs to someone's opinion. Okay, at the expert's theory. Okay, and then the next. Yeah, for video already, right? Mr. Fier hopes that you can make your writings becoming more, becoming tidier, lebih rapi lagi. Yeah, for example, about the space, and then about the, I don't know why you put, for example, in each letter, from the first letter, capital, huruf besar semua di depannya, padahal enggak, ya kan? Nah, yang kayak gitu, okay? Justify and others, please check it carefully. Mr. Fair will be the last person who will sign this. Yeah, and I hope in junior high school you already in a different level and you can do much better. I believe Richard Siras is able. Yeah, Mr. Fair will not sign if I still find not tidy things. Clear? And then the last one, Mr. Fair. You said that Tunas Mekar Indonesia Junior High School, right? So for grade 7, 8, and 9 only, or grade 7 only, 8 only, 9 only?
I wanted to see about the whole school. About 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, whole students, junior high school, right? Okay, so what do you think? 7 students or 7 respondents are valid or not? Compared to 128, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Not valid totally, right? So, how many students should be, in your opinion, or must be?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, in your opinion, your logical thinkings, 128. To get the data, how many?
20.
30? What did you say?
25, I said.
25. Okay, I take it. So, Mr. Fair wanna see this. 25 respondent. Okay? If it is less than 25, Mr. Fair cannot take it. Got it? Good job. Okay, that's all from Mr. Fair. Any questions, Siras?
No, sir.
No? Good job. Thank you. I hope that some notes from Mr. Fair, you understand it well, and then you can revise it much better. Yeah? Good luck.
Okay, good morning, Siras.
Morning, sir.
Okay, I want to add several things. Yeah, the first, like what Mr. Fair said. Can you explain what is the reason you choose those 7 students as your respondent?
because they're the only one who responded to the form.
Oh, you share it, but no one respond.
Yeah, only 7, sir.
Did you get the questions, guys?
I sent it to the group, but only Atar and Fai
Nah,
respond.
your friends should help. Guys, help your friend. You should help each other. However, actually, I told to some of the students also to determine the number of the students. There is a formula. Yeah, in the research we use Slovene formula. Okay, I forget yesterday. I also shared the formula. Actually, if your sample is all of TMI students, 120 something students, it means you have to take 55 respondent. Yeah, from the data, the sample. Okay, so you cannot just pick up any numbers. Okay. However, if you want to change it, for example, you need to you want only to observe grade 9 students, for example, only grade 9 students. Yeah, 37 students, guys. 38. Yeah, it means you need 27 respondent. So you can think which one do you want to go with, all of junior high school students, which is requires 55. If you have enough time, that's good. But if not, and then I offer you the sample is only from grade 9, but it should be 27 respondent. Okay, later discuss about that one. And then again, in some part, you still write down, the format of your writing is to what is that? Oral style, speaking style, right? And this is written style. So please differentiate between written and speaking style. Okay, and also like you don't use I, my, for example. You should change into the researchers and others. Yeah, so please change it. I still found some. Later, make sure again. Okay, I think that's all. Overall, good job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, advisors and Shiraz. Good job.
Good morning, advisors, examiners, and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third day of the final project presentation. Today, the person who will be presenting is Faigano Labib Baswuro from grade 9A. And the title is called Analysis of the Long-Term Impact of Smoking. Before we begin, we must introduce the advisors and examiner. Examiner 1, Mr. Rio. Examiner 2, the advisor 1, Mr. Rio. Advisor 2 is Mr. Yogi. And the examiner is Mr. Fear. So, let us begin. Please welcome Faigano Labib Baswuro.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Faigano Baswuro from grade 9A, student of Sekolah Tunas Mekar, Indonesia. And today I will present about analysis of the long-term impact of smoking. But before I start the presentation, I want to say thank you to all the audience for watching my presentation. Thank you Dimas, thank you Atar, thank you Sebastian, thank you Kido, thank you Tantan, thank you Suci, thank you Bagus, thank you Siras, thank you Faris, and thank you Rega. Okay, next. Research chapter point divided by 5. The first, introduction. The second, literature review. The third, methodology. The fourth, result and discussion. And the last, conclusion and suggestion. Okay, chapter 1, introduction. In this chapter, we will talk about background, question, purpose, and benefit. Chapter 1, 1.1, background of study. According to the WHO, health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. Maintaining health can be achieved by adopting healthy habits such as eating nutritious food, exercising regularly, and avoiding smoking. Cigarette contain harmful substance that can damage the body, reduce stamina, and increase the risk of disease, while also affecting passive smokers. Many teenagers start smoking because of advertisement, peer influence, and stress. Therefore, this research compares a person's health before and after smoking to determine whether smoking has a significant impact of health. Next. Okay, 1.2, question. What are the long-term negative effects of smoking on teenagers' health and future life? The next, purpose. Based on the issues highlighted in the research question, the researchers define the following purpose for the study. So the first, to find out the dangers of smoking for body health. The second, to warn people about the terrifying risk of smoking. Okay, next, benefit. This research provides benefits for readers by giving clear information about the dangers of smoking to future body health, especially the risk of lung cancer. This disease is one of the serious illness that is difficult to cure and requires very high medical costs. In addition, this research also helps teenagers better understand the danger of smoking from an early age, particularly its impact of their health and future life. This research also helps researchers to care also to raise awareness and maintain body health. Two point one, the definition of cigarette. Basically, cigarettes are tobacco-based products that are burned and produce smoke, contain harmful substances dangerous to human health. 1.2 cigarette content. Next. 2 next. 2.3 future impact of cigarette to teenager. 2.4 type of cigarette. 2.5 the reason why adolescents consume cigarette. Okay, chapter 3 research methodology. In this chapter, we will talk about subject, time and place, tools and materials, and research procedure. 3.1 research subject. The purpose of the research analysis of the long-term impact of smoking on the future of adolescent is to identify and analyze the long-term impact of smoking habits on the future of adolescents. This research aims to identify first negative effect of smoking on physical health, mental health, and the quality of life of adolescents in the future. In addition, this research also aims to increase adolescent awareness of the dangers of smoking so that they can make healthier life choices and avoid smoking habit. 3.2 research time and place. This research took time from November 2025 until May 2026 at Sekolah Tunas Mekar, Indonesia. Jalan Arif Ahmad Hakim, nomor 36. And at researchers' home, Jalan Sultan Haji, number 1, block 36. 3.3 tools and materials. I will need laptop, Google Form, and respondent. 3.4 research procedure. So first, search and make the question in the Google Form. Second, prepare the question for the research. The third, create 2 different Google Form using Google Form. Next, the first Google Form is inset for smokers. Next. 6, the second Google Form is inset to for lung specialist doctor. Next, collect response from smokers and lung specialist doctor. 8, analysis the answers from both forms to compare the opinions and information obtained. And the last, make a conclusion about the negative effect of smoking based on the collected data. Chapter 4, result and discussion. Okay, this is the result of Google Form regarding the impact of smoking. Based on the result of the data collection to Google Form, we have categorized the respondent into several age groups. Out of a total of 50 respondents, the majority were from 20 to over 30 years old age group, showing the dominance of young adults in this survey. Meanwhile, the remaining respondents were in the 30 to over 40 years old age range, indicating that the participants in this survey were mostly from productive and mature age group. Next, based on the result of this Google Form, it can be seen that the smoking duration of the respondent varies quite significantly. Most of them have been smoking for more than 5 years, and some have even been smoking for nearly 20 years. Although there are also respondents who have only been smoking for around 1 to 5 years. This long-term trend shows that for many of them, smoking is no longer just a casual habit, but has become part of their daily routine, almost like a hobby. Okay, based on the available data, respondents over the age of 20 tend to remain loyal to conventional cigarette. Even though there are no many new alternatives on the market, this age group seems to be more comfortable with traditional smoking methods. This shows that the habit of using conventional tobacco product is still very dominant and difficult to replace, especially among adults. Okay. The respondent daily cigarette consumption level also vary considerably. Many of them are able to finish one pack of cigarette in a day, although some are more moderate, consuming around 2 to 3 cigarettes daily. However, what is quite noticeable is that several respondents smoke more than 20 cigarettes per day, considering that one pack generally contains around 12 to 16 cigarettes. This means they may consume more than one package. Regarding to the effect they experience, most of respondents admit that they feel more comfortable and relaxed when smoking. This relaxation seems to be main reason why they continue the habit. However, not everyone feels the same way, as some respondents state that they feel nothing unusual and do not experience any special effect while smoking. Okay. In the terms of expense, respondents usually spend around 20,000 to 14,500 on a pack of cigarette. However, on average, most respondents prefer cigarette that cost less than 15,000. This clearly show that they tend to look for options that are more affordable and economical. Okay, next. The survey result also revealed a fairly concerning fact. The majority of smokers were not aware that this habit is one of the main causes of lung cancer. This lack of understanding about the serious health risk shows that information regarding the long-term dangers of smoking has still not been effectively communicated to them. Apa sebelum. Yang tadi. Jadi banyak perokok yang nggak tahu dampaknya sama sekali. Jadi mereka kurang tahu informasinya gitu. Okay, next. Some smoking respondents admit that they had not yet felt the negative effect. However, others had begun to experience side effects such as coughing, shortness of breath, bad breath, and change in tooth color becoming black. Okay, next. Some respondents had actually tried various ways to quit smoking according to their own preference. However, not all of them had the same intention. Some even felt comfortable with the habit. Works. Even though they had been smoking for decades and had started to feel regret, it did not always become a strong reason for them to quit. Ironically, that regret was often outweighed by the comfort they currently felt, causing many of them to choose to continue and have no intention of ending the habit. Okay. This is the Google form for the doctor. According to this doctor, in cigarette, there is a substance called nicotine that creates a temporary feeling of pleasure in the brain. Every time someone smokes, nicotine enters the body. It's absorbed into the bloodstream and it's carried to the brain. In the brain, nicotine increases the release of certain substance called dopamine, which play a role in improving mood and making a person feel satisfied. Because of cigarette contain an addictive substance called nicotine, there is a high possibility that someone who consumes cigarette will become addicted, and if consumed for too long, the effect will be very short. The effect of smoking are far more dangerous than just ordinary coughing. Oh iya. Gimana, Sir? So this is my grandfather. He has been smoking more than 25 years. Dia kena kanker paru-paru stadium 4. Waduh. Nggak boleh baca, sir. Nggak boleh baca, sir. Nggak boleh baca, sir. Okay, in my opinion, can I explain it in bahasa? In my opinion, cigarette, apa ya? Nggak bisa, sir. No. No, sir. Karena because the effect is jangka panjang, long term, yes. Teenagers have to learn more about the negative impact of cigarette.
Okay, so thank you, Faik, for presenting the presentation. Now, everybody, please give a big applause. So now it is the time to give the examiners and advisors the Q&A questions. So first, Mr. Rio.
Thank you, Faris, and thank you, Faik, for your presentation and for your research. I think this is a good title for the research because if you is dengan baik, I think it can make impact for your friends gitu ya, for your students. First, Faik, what is adolescence?
Remaja, ya, anjir.
Remaja.
Ya, anjir.
The age from
when I see in article yang WHO itu, sir, around 15 until 20.
On your paper in chapter 2, 10 until 18 years old.
Okay.
So it's adolescent. And why in your Google form there is a age from until 40? The respondent.
Tadi apa sih pertanyaan, sir?
Ya, kan adolescent itu ini ya 10 until 18 years old on your chapter 2. Why in your Google form the respondent is until 40 years old?
Actually, I'm not only finding a teenager sebenarnya, sir. Saya nyari yang lebih tua juga, sir, supaya jawabannya lebih lebih jelas juga, lebih ini, sir, berpengalaman gitu. Kalau yang teenagers kan paling cuman nggak nyampe nggak nyampe lebih dari 10 tahun, kalau nggak berapa tahun gitu ya. Jadi saya pengen tahu yang ngerokok lebih dari 20 tahun, kalau nggak yang ngerokok lebih dari 10 tahun, 20 tahun itu efeknya udah kelihatan apa belum. Jadi ya gitu.
Yeah, I think better you make two Google Form ya. First Google Form for teenagers. It's only know the age and how many they are smoking in a day, in a week, in a month. And second Google Form for ini for adults
Okay.
gitu.
Yeah.
For adults, the question it's about impact if they are smoking, like that. And then for the paper, I think only font and space you must improve. Think that's all for me. Yeah, next,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Vier.
Okay, thank you. Habib Basworo, yeah. Okay, so same questions that Mr. Fair gave to Faris. So 1 until 10, what score do you want, or do you score yourself?
Setelah Mr. Fiar aja.
No, I'm asking you. What score do you think, in your opinion, your paper and also your presentations?
I
Hurry
think
up, the time is limited.
I think maybe 7 or 8 because
7 or 8. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so students, let's be confident, yeah, for everything that we do. Yeah, Faik, and also for the other students. Okay, the first, same with Mr. Rio. Actually, your paper is good, but make sure that you understand well all of the words here. Okay, not only the points, but the single word that you wrote here, you must be able to explain. And then please check and recheck about the size, font, yeah, and also the space, jaraknya, dan tulisannya. Remember that one. And then the capital letters and others, because some capitalized and some no, yeah. You check it one by one. Start from the first page until the last page. What is that? Yeah. For all of the chapters you use past tense. Yeah, because you report it. Yeah, change to past tense. Okay, all things. You know past tense, right? Okay, good. And then read again all the words that you type here, because in page 1, Mr. Fair doesn't understand. According to WHO, this article explains the definitions of health according to the World Health Organization and the various aspects that constitute it. What does it mean? It's not that clear. You mentioned WHO 2 times, and then this article, actually which article? This paper or what? Yeah? Okay, so please read carefully and then try to understand well. Yeah, page 1 in the first sentence. According to the WHO, this article explains the definition of health according again. What do you mean by it? Is that clear or not for you? Okay, so make it clear. Okay, and then the second page, still background of the problems you wrote here. Because of this, it is important to observe how smoking habits affect human health, both in the short term or the long term. So which one that you will analyze, short or long? If it is short and long, so it must be stated 2 of them here. Yeah, if it is long, so do not write down the short one. Delete that one. Okay. Okay, and then same with the Faris also and the other students. Please be careful with the questions and the purpose. And the research question you stated that what are the long-term negative effects? Okay, but in the research purpose, to find out the dangers of smoking and to warn people about the risk of smoking, means that you have to add also the point number 2 to the research questions. Yeah, because you will not only talk about the long term or the dangers of smoking, but also how to warm them, right? Yeah, be careful for that one. Fine. And then the next, for the literature is okay, good, but make sure that this is not only copy paste or not only you get from the article, but add also some points. For example, like Mr. Fair give you the example 1. Future impact cigarettes to teenagers. In this part, look, you have point 1 until point 14. But after that one, you put one paragraph. you summarize. So the point, what's the point from that, those points? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, you conclude the points. Theory 1 until 14. So what's the main point? Okay, so it's clear. Statement is not only from the expert or the internet, but you give this these explanations also. Yeah. And then in the what is that? In the article chapter 2 also, the title is analysis of the long impact of smoking in the future. The long impact, the impact physically, mentally, socially, or three of them.
Physical.
Only physical.
Yeah.
Okay. Only physical. Yeah. Okay. If only physical is good, then, but be careful. Make sure that you do not discuss about mental or social. Yeah, because I don't know, Mr. Ferry here, right? At about mental and social sides means that possibly I read in your article, research, you wrote also about mental and social, but you didn't explain in the literature review. So make sure that one. Yeah, you read again carefully. If there is, you have to add.
Itu hapus ya sebenarnya, sir.
Hmm?
Yang mental and sosial tuh hapus.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you do not talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Fair wrote that one, but I forgot which part. Yeah, if there is means that, yeah, you have to add that one. Yeah, what's the theory about the mental and so the social life? Yeah, for the long, long term. Okay, and then yeah, same with here. Later check and recheck the research procedure, especially for the questions. You have some questions, right? But if you discuss about mental and social, so you have to put also about the mental and social life, the effect, okay? And then you talk about the long-term impact physically, yeah? Physically, right? So my question is, which questions that point out about physical things, the effect? Can you open 12, page 12? Coba show to Mr. Fair. Mr., this is the dangers of the questions, of the smokings about physical things.
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat, sir?
You have 12 questions, right? Okay, show me, because you
Ah.
said that this is about, the long-term effect on physical, right? So, which questions that you made that will help you to get the data for it? Which questions? Yang mana aja?
The first one is yang sudah berapa lama kamu merokok? Sudah dari kapan?
Yeah, it's
Second,
about the data, about the time. Only the
Yeah.
time, right? Okay,
Yeah.
it's only 5 years. And then physical things here? Mana? Show me.
yang nomor 9 ini, sir. Ya, apa saja perbedaan pada
Good,
tubuhnya
ya, number 8, number 9. Look, number 8. Apa Anda mengetahui bahwa rokok dapat menyebabkan penyakit serius? Jika iya, apa dampak dari merokok tersebut? Yeah, that's good. And then it means that, okay, that's good. At the beginning, you try to find the data of the persons, right? But after that, the most important data is about the content, right? The content of the serious long-term effect, right? So the questions must be deeper. Means, ya, jika iya, dampaknya what is that? Apa saja perbedaan tubuhmu? And then, is it hard for you to breathe? Is it hard for you to blah blah blah? So that you get more and more data about physical things. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to ask someone more, it's good then for that one. Yeah. So that it will be more data that you will have. Okay. And then about the doctor. What did you ask to the doctor?
Actually, there is so many questions, sir. But I only put some.
Okay, where are the questions to the doctor? Is there?
Apa, sir?
Where are the questions to the doctor? Is there here?
No, sir.
Or you use the same questions to the doctor? bahwa merokok dapat menyebabkan seorang menjadi kecanduan bila dilakukan terus-menerus. So on the questions, one questions. But you only put one. Means that this data is very, oh, this one what's? Dokter, oh, do you have another one? Wait. Nah, ini kan you still have space, right? 25, page 25, masih kosong. Naikkan ke atas itu, sayang ya. Berdasarkan pendapat efek rokok, oke. Berdasarkan pendapat klinis dokter, nah, good. Nah, so this data is very good. Yeah, this is very important. Yeah, okay. And then all things that you wrote here is the conclusions of your what's that interviewed with the doctor, or this is only what the data say, or you only already concluded?
Yes.
Already conclude.
Well,
You concluded. Okay, that's good then. Okay, that's good. Fine, yeah, for that one. Okay. Okay, so the main point is be careful. If you do not talk about mental and also social, please don't. Yeah, don't discuss about that one. You check and recheck. If there is no, it's good then. Go on. Yeah, I do appreciate it. That's a very good data that you get. Okay. Nah, you said that the research purpose one, the second point is about to warm, right? The people or thousands so that they will not smoke and others, or the dangers of smoking, right?
yes.
So in conclusion and suggestion, it should be stated also here. Yeah? Okay, where is it? I cannot find. Nah, read. Because of this, teenagers should be encouraged to maintain healthy life. That one?
Yang smoking habits can cause various serious health problem itu, sir, such as lung damage. Yang di conclusion.
Okay. Okay, that's good then. Okay, ya baik ya. Okay, and then the last one, Mr. Fier, baik. Come on, be confident, students. Yeah, when you do presentations, do not read that one.
Yeah.
Stand still. Yeah, smile, and then your English must be improved. I believe you can. Okay, it's good, Faik. I do appreciate it. Okay, just make it tidy, more tidy for this one. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, morning Faik.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, most of the questions have been stated by Mr. Yu and Mr. Fier, but I have some things. The first, please be more careful, yeah. For example, open page 17.
Yes, sir. Hilang, sir.
The number of cigarette consumer figure. Which figure? There is no picture, so please check, yeah. Okay, there is no picture here. Is there any picture in your? No, right?
There is no, sir.
Yeah, gone. And then also to answer mysterious questions, actually you can also explain about your respondent on chapter 3, research subject. So research subject, you talk about your topic, but also you talk about your respondent. Here I notice that you have 3 kinds of respondent, right? The first respondent is those who answer Google form. So you explain how many blah blah blah, and then explain also the researcher also use the Google form for adult because the researcher wanted to show the effect of the long-term impact for the teenager, for example. So we understand why the reason you put 40 years old student in your Google form. Do you understand? Do you understand? In chapter 3, research subject, explain about your respondent. You have 3 kinds of respondent, right? The first, you have the people who answer Google form. Okay, explain about them. I mean, they are from berapa aja umurnya, dari umur berapa sampai umur berapa, and why not only adolescent. Okay, and then the second, you have to put the explanation about your expert, which is the doctor. In chapter 3, also in research subject, what doctor is he? Siapa namanya, dokter apa? Okay, and then one more, your respondent is also a patient of lung cancer, right? So explain up also usianya berapa, jenis kelaminnya apa. Okay, explain about that one. Yes, in research subject. I wrote it here. Later, if you still confused, just come to us. Okay, and then yeah, mostly about that one. The others already discussed with Mr. Fier. Thank you.
Because in background of your study, yeah, for example, page 1, you explain here is about health is state of complete physical, mental, social being, and others. Many times stated at once. Yeah, but if you want to focus on physical, so you add one more paragraph and you limit the what's that the research. Yeah, in this term that the research is only going to check to check only physical things and others. Yeah, it's okay to add this one. Yeah, but you can add another words from you. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Give applause, guys, for like.
Okay, everybody, so that's all from Faik, and thank you. Okay, so please be ready for the next presenter, which is Kenzie.
Halo, halo.
Udah siap revisi nih, Mas. Terburu-buru. Apa?
Iya punya malah berkurang, guys.
Oh, ukurannya. Iya. Oh, jadian ini daripada itu ya. Berapa ini ukurannya?
Dia di situ 12, Miss. Tapi ini malah mengecil.
Ini berapa?
Itu 15.
Ya, masa besaran ini. Berarti ini yang kamu. Advisor one-nya siapa sih sebenarnya? Oh, Mas Yuyun ya?
Gini ya kan? Oke. Langsung ya.
So, good morning, everyone. Advisors, examiners, friends. And so, in this special occasion, we'll be presenting about. So, in this special occasion, we'll be having a very special person to be examining, to be presenting. So, please welcome Fatur Kenzi Dharma Fakri. Okay.
And thank you, Faris. So, thank you for my friends already coming and my advisor and examiner and moderator operator. Continue. So, chapter 1, the table of content chapter 1. So first, there are 1.1 background of study, 1.2 research question, 1.3 research purpose, and the last 1.4 research benefit. 1.1 background of study. Based on medical news today, the World Health refers to a state of complete emotional, mental, and physical well-being. People may be able to maintain or improve their health by eating balanced diet, exercising regularly, and connecting with others. Research question. First, how does different sleep duration affect researcher ability to answer mathematics question? Second, how do personal mathematics test the result of the researcher compared to general perception and experience of student grade 9 regarding sleep habits. 1.3 research purpose. 1. To determine whether sleep duration affect mathematics scores, accuracy, and speed in answering question. Second, to analyze if the researcher personal finding reflect the general sleep habit and mathematics performance of grade 9 students. 1.4 research benefit. First, to important of managing their sleep duration. Second, to sleep is one of most important activity to maintaining health. Chapter 2. Okay, literature review. Definition of sleep. So sleep is like our body is to recovery, but we didn't realize, and our health to take rest, but they are too active. So at the same time, they are rest but active too. And then what is there are four main theory of sleep: inactivity theory, energy conservation, restorative theory, and brain plasticity. What is mathematics? Mathematics is the study of logic, patterns, numbers, and structure. It focuses on problem-solving ability that require of high concentration, accuracy, and cognitive speed. The effect of sleep on academic performance. Sleep has direct and significant correlation with learning ability and academic grades. During sleep, the brain actively processes and consolidates information learned throughout the day. Chapter 3, 3.1, this is of table of content chapter 3, 3.1 subject, 3.1 research subject, 3.2 time and place, 3.3 tools and material, and last 3.4 research procedure. Research subject. So first, record personal sleep duration and math score. Second, the 37 student of grade 9 fill out the Google form from mine. And then 3.2 time and place. The time is start at 30 April 2026 until 21 June 2026. The place is at Researcher Home, Jalan Haji Hamid, nomor 91 Gang Langgar 3, and at School, Jalan Arif Rahman Hakim, nomor 30, Kelurahan Kedamaian, Kecamatan Kedamaian, Bandarlampung. Next. Tools and materials. So first, we need a math question because to answering math question. So I get the math question from Miss Anna. It's by envelope, and then Google form, stationery, and alarm clock or smartphone to record my sleep duration. Okay, 3.4 procedure. So first, I obtained the math question from Miss Anna. It's envelope, and then divide to 3 duration sleep, which is 7 until 9 sleep, 5 until 6 sleep, and then less than 5 hours sleep. After finish the math question until 3rd week is finished, designing and distribute the Google form to grade 9 student. Analyze the 37 respondents from Google form to identify their sleep duration and asking their opinion and their scores mathematics. After that, compare the result of Google form and our experiment. After that, see the conclusion. Result. Chapter 4, result and discussion. So, 4.1, the process of sleep experiment and mathematics problem solving. Okay, so this is one of example, the math question from Miss Anna. And then on the left, this is one of example when I sleep less than 5. This is the most bad I was sleep in one day. I just doing a sleep in just 2 hours 37 minutes in a day. Not a less than 5. Next. So this is the result after I sleep less than 5 in 5 days. So when the researcher slept only 2 hours 36 minutes, the score was just 40. And when duration was 4 hours 48 minutes, the score is 70. The question package is different, but the same competency. Next. Okay. Next is sleep 5 until 6 hours. Like the same that. This is one of example when I sleep 5 until 6, and then the result of when I 5 until 6 hours. When the researchers sleep only 6 hours and 80 minutes to 6 hours 32 minutes, the score consistently range between 70 until 80, indicating that we're getting closer to 6 hour rest of allow the brains to maintain better accuracy and focus to compare reverse as if severe sleep deprivation. Okay. So this is when I sleep 7 until 9. This is one of example. And then the data in this page when I sleep 7 until 9, the highest and the most consistent. Real. This is from Isana. And then as you can see why this is kenapa ada yang kesisa, because of mine saya malas. saya terlalu lalai nyampe mau mendekati presentasi ini, jadinya cuma bisa 3 hari. Next. Okay, the analysis of respondent sleep duration. Based on the survey result, there are total 37 respondents. They are from grade 9 student. From 37 student, there are 25. Okay, jelasin dulu. So the orange one is 7 until 9 hours sleep, and then the yellow one is 5 until 6 hours, and the blue one is polar bear, 10 until 12 hours to sleep. So accounting from that one, 67.6, 25 respondent that sleep duration is 7 until 9. Meanwhile, 27% is 10 respondent to sleep 5 until 6, and 2 again is 10 until 12 hours sleep. Okay, this is the question. What is your average exam mathematics score? Okay, according the chart, the blue one is the very good, 85 until 100. The red one is 75 until 84. The yellow one is 60 until 74, and the green is below 60. Okay, according the chart, the largest group of the student achieved very good, accounting for 12 students from 37 respondents within 85 until 100 range. This followed by good enough category, where 11 students get scored good enough, and then below and the good and below 60 is the same. What is that? Around 7 students each the group. Okay, this is the when I see the the answer. Okay, ini tuh apa ya? Jadi pokoknya hasil nilai. This is the final score. Then what time he sleep? Sleep 5 until 6 get very good is 4 people. Sleep 5 until 6 get good 1 people. Sleep 5 until 6 good enough is 2 people. Sleep 5 below 60 is 3 people. On the 7 until 9 very good is very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 student, and then the good get good is 5, and then good enough. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, and below 62, and the sleep 10 until 12, all of them below 60. So don't too much sleep, or you get below 60. Next. So, I'm asking again. In your opinion, does sleep duration affect your performance in mathematics? If yes, why? If not, why not? The agree group is 26 students. There are many alasan setiap orang. 20 students is need enough sleep to maintain concentration during tests. 4 students well rest brain understand complex concept faster, and 1 student a tired brain naturally experience decrease in performance. And who disagree is 10 students. There are 3 of same alasan. Reason. Grade depend entirely on studying, not sleep duration. I think that is the sleep time until 12. After that, 3 students can still understand material perfectly even after sleeping late. And then 3 students feel there is no correlation between sleep and math skill. And 1 student natural intelligence cannot be added by sleep duration. And 1 student is neutral group. Not agree, not disagree. Next. Okay. So, chapter 5, conclusion. The conclusion, this experimental pattern perfectly aligns with survey consensus where 26 respondents agreed that sufficient sleep is critical to maintaining the optimal concentration and focus needed to understand complex concepts. And I already to experiment when the sleep less than 5 until 6, and 7 until 9. The best score is 7 until 9. And yeah. So my conclusion is that true. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so now is the time for the advisors and examiners to ask the questions, starting with Miss Yun.
Yeah, that's for Kenzie. This one for the advice. Good morning, Kenzie.
Yes, morning, miss. Thank you, miss. Thank you,
Yeah,
miss.
so many.
Okay.
Okay, first, congratulations, Kenzie.
Thank you, miss.
Because you have done the presentation well.
Yes.
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 Okay, so Kenzie, about this one, first, later you can see that from your paper,
Yeah.
there are so many. I
Yes.
think in each page, you have to revise, yeah.
Okay. Okay, miss.
Yeah, because like about the capital letter, then the space, then how to write the title of the names of the teachers and also
Okay.
the principals.
Okay.
Then all the fonts should be Times New Roman. You can see in the table of content, because this one there is Calibri, there is Times New Roman, and it should be 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Then let's see and also bold, for example, for subchapter. So later you can come to me, yeah,
Okay, miss.
for that one. And also now let's open your
What, miss?
this one, your research question.
Research
Yeah.
question. Okay.
So do you know what is the connection between research question? Then what should you put in procedure in chapter 3, and also what should you put in chapter 4? Then what should you put in conclusion? Do you know what is the connection between among them?
Connection what?
Connection itu hubungannya.
Oh iya.
Ya apa?
Hubungannya
Gimana?
kan in the first question, how does different sleep duration affect researcher?
And that's question. There are
Yeah.
2 questions. So to answer that question, what should you do? You have to put it in
Chapter 4.
chapter
4.
3.
3 ya?
Stepnya, the steps in the procedure, right?
Yes.
So How does different sleep duration affect researcher ability to answer mathematics questions? Kenji menjawab itu dengan cara apa? How to answer that question?
Ini different sleep duration effect-nya.
Iya, caranya gimana tadi? You did
dimasukin
the experiment,
iya.
right? Nah, stepnya itu ya kan?
Aku jelasin step-step ya.
Yeah, then you said you have the questions,
Yes.
right? And you did the questions from your mathematics teacher.
Yes.
Okay, so I do not find the questions sheet-nya. Ada nggak in chapter 3-nya?
Oh no, Miss.
Nah, that one you have to put it. Catat.
Okay.
Yo, write down. You have to put the question package-nya. Then my next question, it means that you did the mathematics question. It's not only once, right?
Yes.
Right? Is it same question or no?
No.
Different question.
Yeah.
But same level.
Yes.
Now you have to explain that one also in chapter 3.
But I already say in chapter 4.
In chapter
Oh,
3.
it should
Why
be chapter 3.
Iya itu harus you should explain that one. Ya, why it is same level, why you have to do it in the same questions gitu kan. That's different question, right?
Yeah.
Ya, because if it is same, for example, ya kan you already memorize that question, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then after you do the step in chapter 3, ya kan? Then you have two questions. You have to research question, right?
Yes.
Nah, what is the questions number 2?
How do the personal mathematics the result of the researcher compared to general perception and experience of
Okay.
grade 9 students?
So you did survey, right?
Yes.
Now you have to explain also in chapter
3.
3. Okay. What is the questions you have to put also? Soalnya apa saja? Oke, ya, tulis. Google Form questions-nya you have to write itunya.
Oke.
Ya, tulis. Oke. Write down ya. Then kan that's the steps ya, Kenzi.
Yes, Miss.
Then after you did the experiment, you get the result, right?
Yes.
Nah, the result you have to put it in
Chapter 5.
chapter
4.
4. Nah, kan tadi kan baru stepsnya. Chapter 4-nya itu resultnya after you did the experiments. Oh, the resultsnya this one. Yang hasilnya tadi Kenzi itu. Now open chapter 4. Okay, chapter 4. Okay, what is the title in the subtitle in 4.1, Kenzi?
The process of sleeping experiment and the mathematic problem solving.
What is the research question? Number 1. What is your research questions number 1?
To ini.
How
does the sleeping duration effect on answering mathematic question?
So, how to answer? How does the effect of itu berarti jawabnya kayak mana? Apa sih efek dari duration sleep? So, biasanya how to answer?
Males mikir, Miss.
Hah?
Iya.
No.
Kalau kurang
If there is questions, how does the effect of duration sleep? Nah, jawabannya gimana berarti? Kalimat lengkapnya.
How does the
Effect.
effect
Kan pengaruh kan? Nah, berarti jawabannya adalah pengaruh
dari tidur.
Nah, duration sleep-nya
Durasi
kan?
tidur ya.
So, the subtitle you have to write like that. The effect of duration sleep bla 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 bla, bukan the process. If you put the process, it means that you put the process of
Chapter
sleep
3.
experiments gitu. Jadi ngomongnya langsung to the point-nya based on the research questions. Get the point.
Yes.
Okay. Then
4.2.
my suggestion also in table. In table kan you put the final score, right?
Yes.
Nah, you put also the average. Jadi kira-kira ketika the duration sleep is, hello guys, can you please silent? Okay, if your duration is 4 hours something, right?
Yes.
So you put the average of your final score, so everyone can see the difference easily, ya.
Okay.
Kan there is 4 hours, then 5 to 6, right?
Yeah.
Then also that one you have to put the average for each, ya. Okay, then for chapter the questions number 2 what is the question sih? Can I see? May I know what is the questions? Is that mathematics or only the questions? What time did you sleep? Then how is your score of mathematics? What is the question?
Like that, and ada effect on mathematic performance, is it yes or no? And then ada sih miss pertanyaan additional kayak itu ngerjain.
Oh, there is
Yeah,
a mathematics question also.
itu cuman buat memastikan doang sih
Okay,
miss.
so basically you ask the apa? The duration sleep ya, and
Yeah,
also their
the score.
their score ya.
Yeah, and their opinion.
Their opinion, okay. Then the last about bibliography ya, you have to revise also ya. Okay, please
Oh,
meet
itu.
the advisor regularly.
Siap miss. Siap,
Don't
miss.
say like this. You come to Miss Anna, then say, already come with Miss Yuyun. Then to Miss Yuyun, you said, already meet Miss Anna.
Yes miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Miss.
thank you Kenji. Congratulations.
Thank
ya.
you Miss Yuyun.
Okay, good morning Kenzi.
Morning Miss Anna.
Yeah. How many duration do you sleep today?
Today
Yes, today.
6
Maybe. Because preparing this one?
Yes.
And how do you feel? Fatigue or dizzy or something?
Dizzy, yes, but not really.
Not really. Okay. Now Miss Anna turn. Yeah. Later on there are some revision here, and then in line with Miss Yuyun ya. So I guess you need to add appendix or attachment like the questions. Yeah. Do you still keep the question from
Yes,
me?
yes.
Now you can take a picture and then put in your paper also, and also
miss.
the Google Form questions. Yeah, you can print out and then you can put on the appendix also. Yeah,
Miss.
and then my question. Yeah, actually, why you choose mathematics?
Why?
Yes, why you choose mathematics? Why you want to know what is the impact or the effect of the sleep quality to mathematics question? Why mathematics? Why not another lesson?
Because sebenarnya kalau yang sleepnya itu tuh udah dari lama Miss. Tapi kalau matematika itu karena pas ujian Miss. Jadi karena ujian math aja gitu ya Miss, kayak gitu. Like that Miss.
Okay, but in research, actually you cannot take as a reason for that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you have a special reason, entah itu sengaja atau kebetulan ya. Yeah, that's okay.
Sengaja sih Miss.
But you have to find the scientific reason why, yeah. That's why later on, please add in your background, why you choose mathematics. Yeah, what happened with mathematics actually?
Okay.
Yeah. So before the last paragraph, you have to explain a little about why mathematics. Yeah. And then the second goes to chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2, you may open chapter 2, 2.2, sleep quality.
Yes.
I haven't seen the criteria of sleep quality. In your question, your Google form, you divide right into 6 to 7, 8
ada
to
kok, Miss, di
9. Where is it
bibliografi.
ya? In?
Lu kok nggak ada lupa ditaruh bibliografi Miss.
Nah,
Tapi ada Miss, pokoknya dibilangin kayak tidur jam segini tuh is good kayak gitu. When sleep 5 until 6 is
nah.
average when tengah-tengahnya kayak gitu like
The
that,
sleep
Miss.
quality, right?
Yes.
But there is no in
Yeah,
here.
I
In your
forget.
paper there is no in
Yes.
sleep quality. Yeah. in chapter 2 ya, in chapter 2 about the sleep quality.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah. And then the last question from Miss Anna.
Yes, Miss.
How do you sure that you think that the score is because of the sleep quality?
Why?
Not how do you sure the
How-
mathematics score is based on the sleep quality, not because of the someone's skill. For example nih, if the question given to Miss Anna, even I only sleep 1 hour, I can get 100. Nah, so what is your opinion?
For me, because of when we sleep not enough gitu ya, Miss, we feel dizzy and we kayak males mengerjakan kayak gitu, Miss. Jadi ingin mengakhirkan cepat-cepat itu, Miss.
Okay, so my question, is there another factors that can make someone keep get 100 then only because of sleeping quality? Is there another factor? Yes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe you can add also, besides sleep quality, the another effect like the skill of the someone or mathematics, kemampuan matematika, ya, itu juga berpengaruh.
Yes.
Ya, jadi walaupun tidur ini berpengaruh, tetapi juga ada pengaruh lain yang tidak dilihat oleh peneliti.
Oke.
Itu ya.
Yes.
Oke, do you get it?
Yes, Miss.
Oke, see you on the revision
Okay.
ya.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, last from me. Good morning, Kenzi.
Morning, Mr. Yogi.
Yeah, however, I think you got dizzy already with your advisor. Yeah, you will have a lot of things to ini.
Yes.
However, my concern is actually it's only one, yeah, because the other already discussed with Miss Anna and Miss Yun, as we have the same opinion. Actually, your title is the impact of sleeping quality to answer mathematical questions.
Yes.
It is still too general. I mean, it only happened to you, right?
Yes.
Because your friends, your respondent didn't do the questions, right?
Do.
The same question with Miss Anna. Miss Anna questions, I mean.
Similar. Mirip-mirip dikit, sir.
And all the same.
No.
Not all, right?
Not all.
So it's like, it's not that valid. Okay. It will be valid if all of your friends do the same questions as you, do the same pattern sleeping, and then will the result be the same or no? Okay. Now, because of that, I think you need to change your title. Yeah. The impact of sleeping quality to answer mathematical questions in bracket a self-case study.
Self-case study.
Yeah, to indicate that your research is only valid for you actually. Maybe if you ask Atar, maybe it will be different. I mean, if he did the same sleeping pattern and then did the same answer, did the same questions, maybe the result will be different, right?
Mau nggak, Tar?
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe it will be different, right?
Yes.
Or maybe if you give to Miss Neng, for example, it will be different, right?
Yes.
So please add a self-case study
Okay.
to indicate it's only happens to the researcher.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yogi.
Okay, so one more time, please give a big applause for Kenzie.
Thank you.
Okay, so and the next presenter is Kansa.
aja ya, moderator. Orega.
All right, so good morning, everyone. So today we are gonna be watching the presentation of for final project from Kansa. The title is the Japan Racing Association. So with the advisors and examiners, Miss Anna, Miss Neng, and Mr. Yogi. So welcome, Kansa. The stage is yours.
Horse racing is one of the most organized sports industries in Japan, and it combines sports, public regulation, animal care, entertainment, media, and economics. The horse racing, and in Japan, the horse racing industry is highly is highly is highly the most important organization in Japanese central horse racing is the Japan Racing Association, or shortened to GRA. They had established in 1954 as a public entity to keep racing fair and to improve the breeding of racehorses and other livestock. The GRA operates under the supervision of the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestries, and Fisheries in Japan. GRA. Yes. As I've said before, GRA is not just about horse racing. Well, the key point is that legally based and publicly supervised, states that its legal basis lies in horse racing law and the Japan Association law. It was established. The GRA isn't just about horse racers. It also organizes central horse racing in Japan. It manages racehorses and training centers. It uses rules to keep racing fair, and it has economic and cultural impacts. One thing that's important is that they also control breeding, animal breeding, and just general veterinarian care. First of all, what is the GRA? As I've introduced before, the GRA is a public entity that was established in 1954 due to people being illegal with racehorsing, and also inbreeding, like animal abuse, and also bad handling. It works to protect the line of horse racing, and also other animal care, not just horses. It goes from goats to pigs to anything really. In Japan, there are two main focus of horse racing. The first is central horse racing, or Chokuba, which is operated by the GRA actually. The second is government racing, which is often called Jiho Keiba and is supervised through the National Association of Racing. Central racing in the GRA is often the higher profile of Japanese racehorsing. It includes the most famous race courses, major Grade 1 races, and many of the most internationally known Japanese racehorses. Library research. I researched in Bandarlampung. Research time January, May, and 2026. I read official jury resources like Keba and their official website and much more, and reviewed resource and training information, and I studied famous racehorse examples. I did a lot of research in this, so I would very much if you on the research themselves. I see. This. Hold on. Please give me some time. It is. These are track details. The main network is that GRA controls. There are 10 GRA racehorses. There's two major training centers and 39 wind facilities. As I've said before, these are race courses, and if I need to explain. Need I explain? The GRA operates two training centers, Miho Training Center and Rito Training Center. Miho is located in Ibaraki Prefecture in eastern Japan, while Rito is located in Shiga Prefecture in western Japan. Licensed GRA trainers and jockeys are connected to these training centers, and many horses prepare for races there. The Rito Training Center has a wide range of training facilities, including 6 track-style training courses and an uphill training course over 1 kilometer long, a horse swimming pool, and stables, a horse clinic, jockey quarters, and question park, as said before. These facilities show that the preparation of racehorses is not simple. It includes exercise, medical care, feeding, rest, and careful observation. The Miho Training Center was established in 1978 and can accommodate approximately 2,000 racehorses. The GRA states that Miho has expanded its facilities over time, including an indoor swimming pool, just like Rito, and various training courses. In October of 2023, its 1,200-meter uphill course was significantly remodeled to increase its vertical rise. This shows that training quarters are continuously improved to match new methods of horse development and horse racing in general. Why facilities matter? As I said before, there's always mishandling and abuse of racehorses in Japan. That's why GRA was made in the first place, and why the Rito and Miho Dorm was made, and also why the local government set up laws to protect these horses and defend against animal cruelty.
Okay, I already explained this part. Next to the next part. All right, now time to get to the betting pool. Of course, as much as you know, racehorsing is not like any other sport with humans. It is a betting spot where you bet your money, where you gamble. It's a bit of a touchy subject, but don't worry, we're not explaining that here. Hold on. I see. These are three of major racehorses in Japan. This is Equinox, a world-class recent champion, Almond Eye, a record-setting mare, and Deep Impact, Triple Crown plus Famous Sire. And of course, famous horses help build history, reputation, and fan memory. Keep in mind, these are not the only famous horses. There are many, many ones. I could name a lot of them on the top of my head. TM Opera O, Rexina, Gentle Donna, and Orfevre, Gold Ship, Phenomenal, and of course, much more. Symboli Rudolph. As I've said before, there's also Symboli Rudolph, the undefeated Triple Crown. Let me explain. Please let me explain what exactly these horses achieved and why I put them so high on the list. Equinox was foaled in 2019 and trained by Tetsuya Kimura. According to the 2023 GRA Awards, Equinox had a career record of 10 starts, 8 wins, and 2 seconds. With career earnings of 2 billion point 2 yen. In 23, he won 4 major Grade 1 races: Shima Classic, Takaraza Kinan, Show, and the Japan Cup. The IFHA gave him a rating of 135 and named him the 2023 Racehorse, World's Best Racehorse. What makes him so incredible is the fact that he made it internationally. Usually, Japanese horses are underestimated, but Equinox made it to incredible feats. Almond Eye is also a Japanese mare foaled in 2015. And according to the 2020 GRA awards, she finished her career with 15 starts, 11 wins, 2 seconds, and 1/3, with a career earnings of nearly 1 trillion yen. She became the first GRA horse to win 8 Grade 1 titles on a turf, then extended the record to 9 Grade 1 victories when she won the Japan Cup in 2020. She also won the Phillies Triple Crown in 2018 and became a 2-time Japanese Horse of the Year. Of course, to put it into perspective of how incredibly impressive that is, and how Grade 1 wins are. Grade 1 wins are the highest ranking wins you can get, and it is incredibly impressive for a horse to get that. Now let's get to deep. I'm sorry, but can you go back to the horses? Deep Impact. Deep Impact was foaled in 2002 and became one of the most influential Japanese horses. He won the Japanese Triple Crown 2005, later became a major sire, and his importance continued after his racing career because his bloodline influenced many other Japanese and later Japanese and international winners. Deep, in fact, is a useful example of how a racehorse can affect both sport and breeding. Essentially, he was very influential. Of course, next slide. Japanese racehorsing has also entered pop culture and lots of and gaming culture. The example is called Uma Musume Pretty Derby. It's essentially where the horses are quote unquote reborn as young girls who wish to run. These girls are unique because they do not have human features. They have insanely strong legs, horse ears, and a horse tail, and of course they ran racing as a sport. Think of it as like Usain Bolt, like marathons and stuff like that, but with little horses that aren't really horses. It was a cross-media franchise developed by Cygames, and the franchise was first introduced in 2016 and expanded into music, manga, television, anime, and other media. For young people outside Japan, popular media can become a first introduction to horse racing history. However, it is important to separate fiction from reality. Uma Musume may make racing history more interesting, but a research project should use all factual resources such as official racing statistics, official GRA information, and international rankings. In this project, popular culture is often discussed as one of the GRA's wider culture influence. I know, I see. Many points have already been made, but I will make them again. Important to me. The GRA is more than just a race organizer. It is good for the horses in general. It made horse racing legal. It made horse racing remove all its animal cruelty and bad handling. It's essentially a large jump from what was before 1954. It uses rules, data, and facilities, huge facilities, and even it supports. It's so huge in Japan that an entire game was made about it, just to be a digital graveyard for the dead horses, and of course, honor the alive ones. Plus, it can be studied responsibility. Here, I will show my resources and how I got them.